Hello guys, today is I think November 15, 2024. It's a Friday. I just got a fresh haircut and I am on my way to the gym, and I figured that now that it's been about a week and a half since Trump got elected, that we should have a quick talk, and I should show you guys my newly purchased hat, which is awesome. I did have others, but I wanted to get, the real one, red, that says MAGA. I am stuck in traffic behind not too amazing drivers. So, okay, let's get this started. So, a week and a half ago, Donald J. Trump was reelected President of the United States, 47th President of the United States, and at this point, we have seen the meltdown of the left. And when I say the left, I should really stop saying the left, because it's more meltdown of the establishment and its followers, or the people that they have been able to mesmerize and trick and put under their spell over the last 8 years. I am lucky that I was able to escape it, but from what I can tell, many have not been able to. And those that have not been able to, the tricky thing about their status and their state of mind is that they do not believe they're under any kind of spell, which is amazing, right? And I guess, everyone is entitled to not have anyone try to mess up their journey in life. They are on their journey, and hey, who knows, maybe I'm completely wrong about the way I am reading things now, but in this week and a half we have seen Trump pick some very interesting people in important cabinet positions. There are too many to be named, but I will go through some of the ones that I am quite excited about. Number one is Tulsi Gabbard in the role of Director of National Intelligence. Absolutely brilliant pick. And in some ways, this is Trump getting back at people that have gone after people that he finds to be very good patriots, loyal to the Constitution, loyal to the country, and people that have spoken up, even if that meant that they got harmed by the people in power. Tulsi Gabbard went through a lot. Hillary Clinton personally attacked her, called her a traitor, and somehow she ended up on no-fly list also. So for Trump to then say, I want to go with Tulsi Gabbard, who has always spoken up against going for wars against foreign leaders, where we really have no business in staying for too long. Bashar al-Assad in Syria certainly was one example of it, and she has a very clear mindset when it comes to these things. She has served herself, so she understands what it takes to be in the military and to see your friends lose their lives around you. And she's been through some stressful times. So she's going to be the Director of National Intelligence. So all national intelligence departments and committees and groups are going to now be under her, which I think is very exciting. And I would love to, now experience or observe from a distance how we make decisions going forward, because naturally we're going to have someone new at helm with a completely different mindset. What does that mean for how the FBI and the CIA operate? Would love to see that. Then we have Attorney General Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz obviously is probably the most controversial pick in all of this, given the fact that he was investigated for a lot of upsetting things and allegations, which again, in the end, he was not guilty. So I guess the question, if someone was not found to be guilty, if they should be given roles like this? Well, we live in a country where you are innocent until proven guilty, so by that definition, he absolutely should be able to serve in a position like this. Having said that, I'm sure his hearings are going to be full of fireworks, controversies, lots of tempers are going to get flared up, and people are going to say a lot of interesting things on both sides. So let's see how that goes. I also expect a couple of Republican senators to also say some negative things about him or push him in their questioning in the confirmation hearing. But Matt Gaetz is someone who, when he speaks to people, when he has the mic, he's very, very to the point. He's a very good communicator. And to some people, good communicators that are straight to the point and do not try to speak in politically correct terms have become very attractive to the current times, to the people in these current times, because everyone knows that most of us have the ability to bullshit our way into most situations. So when you run into someone that is to the point, it is a breath of fresh air, and you know that this person is not going to waste too much time, and only a person that is confident in what they believe in and how they view the world can speak directly without worrying about angering other people, because their mindset is very, very clear. So yeah, I mean, in my opinion, being direct and honest, even if that means that you come across as rude, is a lot more important than trying to sound politically correct and pretending to be someone you are not. So I'm all for Matt Gaetz being the Attorney General. Again, incredible role. He's going to have a lot of power. Then the next person after that is RFK Jr., who is now going to be the Secretary of Health. He is going to be overseeing everything related to our health, from FDA to possibly other departments, and other regulations are now going to be under his purview. How he manages that, how he undoes some of the things that we have seen over time damage our healths, all the processed foods, the ingredients that are going into our processed foods, the impact of them over time in our children. I think we have young kids being diagnosed with diabetes in large numbers now too. So, hey, look, when you've had same kind of people over time running these things, and being part of the bureaucracy that runs things like the FDA, and then you have to shake things up at some point. People can say what they want about RFK Jr. CNN is basically crying us all a river right now about how the doctors are worried. Come on, give me a damn break. The guy he's an educated person. He has some strong opinions. He's not going to go shut down FDA. He's not going to go stop people from getting the medications they need. He feels that we need gold standard testing in every single thing we put out to our population. How is that a wrong thing, right? So now, if he deviates from that, or if he actually does something crazy, okay, we can talk about it then, and Trump can always remove him. But until then, the establishment media, the establishment itself, and those of you that still follow the establishment, which is, the CNNs of the world, MSNBC, Fox News, CBS, you guys need to be patient. This is their time. They have won the mandate, and they're saying that we will show you how we can fix this country and get it back on track. So, yeah, let's all be quiet and watch what someone like RFK Jr. is going to do. And then we can, then we can speak up later on when he messes up. But I have a feeling that he's going to do well. Last but not least is our Department of Government Efficiency, called DOGE, D-O-G-E, ironically named after Doge, the cryptocurrency, which is, this department is now going to be run by none other than Mr. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. Both are, again, very, very straightforward people. I would say that Vivek Ramaswamy is a far greater communicator than Elon Musk is. He's far more eloquent, but honest. And he is never afraid to ruffle some feathers. He's never afraid to speak his mind, but he's a better communicator than Elon Musk. Elon Musk, though, is an absolutely brilliant mind when it comes to understanding and identifying opportunities. So I'm sure he's going to first learn every single thing about budgeting and how the government money is getting spent and where it's going. Once he has complete control over that knowledge, along with Vivek Ramaswamy, they're going to start cutting. I'm pretty sure they're going to start cutting the spending over very obvious things. You know how sometimes we have subscriptions and we just keep paying for them even though we're not using them? So there certainly are going to be things like that they're going to cut, that we're going to see. And then along with that, over time, probably in about 6 months, we're going to see some big cuts. And those are going to be the controversial ones, where channels like CNN are going to absolutely lose their minds because they're just not going to be able to visualize how we're going to live in a world without certain expenditures, because we're also spoiled. And that's the beauty of having someone mature that understands fiscal responsibility run a department like the Department of Government Efficiency. So yeah, that's where we stand in terms of the controversial picks. There's one more that I can very quickly hit on. Personally, I'm going to be honest, I don't know much about Pete Ragseth, but for him to be in a position that he will now be part of all decision making when it comes to our wars, when it comes to our military, just based on some quick research, I'm very excited about this pick also, but I don't know a whole lot about him. At the same time, I don't have to, right? I have voted for Trump. I trust his judgment, and I, as a voter, have said that, here you go, Mr. Trump, we think that you can fix what we want to fix, but obviously we can't, and we certainly do not trust anybody in the establishment, whether it's a Republican or a Democrat. So we would like for you to use your judgment, use your experience, and please fix everything about our country, make our defense the strongest ever, make our domestic structure and our society the cleanest, most promising ever, that is built in a way that it can handle the big future that we all want for our society and our country. And he only won the election a week and a half ago, and you can clearly tell that he's working very hard every day. He's using all his experience from the previous administration. Stephen Miller definitely is going to be the second or third most strongest person in the country, after Susie Wiles, if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. So these are going to be very interesting times. And again, Stephen Miller is another guy who is not politically correct. He speaks his mind. People may get offended by some of the things he says, but you could be rest assured that he is speaking what's on his mind. He's not holding back. And trust me, guys, every single thing that we have heard about politicians and attorneys and lawyers over time is that, they're never going to tell you what's truly on their mind. They tell you what you want to hear in the moment. We're done with that. And we can see where that approach has gotten us, right? So many lies from Obama, so many lies from Clinton, so many lies from George W. Bush, and so many from Biden. We're done with that kind of lifestyle. Camera's saying it's too dark. We want honesty, even if that offends us. So let's say best of luck to the future Trump administration. I am very excited about all his picks. I am a little bit disappointed that we're not hearing enough from JD Vance, but I hope that he's going to be given a very, very prominent role, and he's going to be groomed into someone that can run for president right after this administration is over. I think he would make a very good president, and I hope that he's going to learn a lot from Donald Trump. For today, guys, that's it. I am going to now go and continue my evening. Go work out at the gym, eat right, and then I have some work that I need to get done for this weekend. So you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your time with your families, with your friends, and we'll catch up later. Thank you.